Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex at 12 FPS. My name is Zen, and today I will be playing Lexy Lupine. And joining me today are...
I'm at the top. Hello! I'm Tired Penguin. You can call me Pengu. I'm playing the Glob.
And hi, I'm MJ, and I'll be playing TrickStitch.
Yeah! We didn't discuss what time of day it is.
Let's assume after hours of Lexy is journeying down to the dumpster.
This is true.
Yeah, probably night.
Yeah, so it's after hours at the PartyPlex. The place is shut down, and, Lexy has decided to venture down to the basement to visit her friend the Glob, who sort of lives down there. Uh, so after everything's closed up for the night, she makes her way to the stairs down to the basement and climbs down. And, like, as she sort of like pushes open the doors into the trash dump, I think she calls out, "Hey, Glob, I'm here to see you? Or visit?"
I think she would hear like a muffled "oop" as wanna go with the idea we had of Trick sticking her
Yeah.
upper body in the Glob's open mouth.
Glob has learned how to open their mouth now, and Trick has their head in Glob's mouth.
She's just checking it out in there.
Just checking it out. There's ominous whispers in there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's kind of curious about that, but frankly, it's like the Glob is already so weird that might as well happen.
Glob. Don't worry about it.
Don't
Don't
worry
tap
about
the
it.
sign. The sign says don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, Lexy calls for Glob, and they're happy Wiggles, of course.
I like to imagine their happy wiggles like Ray's Trick, who is still like stuck in their head slightly off the ground a little bit. So like she wiggles and has to like jump out of their mouth. But listen,
Yeah.
she's covered in gunk now.
Yep. Covered in gunk. That's probably fine.
I can see her. Like, her nose kind of wrinkles as she looks at the soggy gunk on her now, and then she kind of tries to shake it off, but then gives up very quickly because she doesn't want to make too much noise to alert Lexy.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
have Lexy roll perception to see if she's gonna overhear any of this.
Yeah.
6. I don't think so. She
Trick's
hears she hears Glob shifting around and just sort of like walks forwards towards the trash pit.
should roll stealth too, I think.
Oh, that
Yeah, I'm
would
gonna roll
be...
still.
If it
It's just against Lexi. Glove already knows Trick is there.
Mhm.
is. Yay.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure. There's the stealth. +9. Very
Okay,
stealthy, tiny bit.
Wow.
there's no...
21.
Wowie.
Wow. Yeah. Lexy does not
Well,
have a clue that anyone else is down here.
just Glob. It's
Like,
just
Trick
Glob and
really
their happy Wiggles.
blends in with, garbage is her natural habitat.
This is just an
Yeah.
ordinary Tuesday for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glob wiggles closer to Lexi, and she hears that little one as they gently bonk their head into her.
Aw, she's gonna start petting their head.
Yippee.
and
Gentle happy Wiggles.
and she's like, "So how have you been doing down here?"
Where is
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
and Glob kind of looks back at Trick. trying to being very, very stealthy. So very stealthy.
I want
And-
you to imagine that Glob looks back at Trick, like Trick does like that little kind of waving hand, like don't acknowledge me, don't acknowledge me.
Insight. Glob, what's your insight? 0.
Oh.
18
Oh.
insight. Glob perceives. Glob is confused. Glob can tell Trick does not want to be perceived. Yeah, Glob is very confused. Like, why doesn't friend want to meet other friend?
Does Glob convey this in any way?
Trick just gets a very pronounced head tilt.
Trick interprets that as like a question, and Trick then points at Lexy and like sticks her tongue out. Does Trick have a tongue? Right.
They
She
do
wrinkles
now.
her face at least in a way that conveys disgust at Lexi's existence.
Asking the real questions here. I feel like Trick should have a tongue.
Yeah, it's probably like a little cloth tongue.
Hmm. Oh.
Glob is confused.
Lexy hearing that is
Glob is
also
confused.
confused because what is Glob confused about? And probably is going to ask like, wait, what's going on?
It's like
A tentacle reaches for Trick.
she continues waving her arms like, no. She's not saying it out loud, but she's just trying to convey it mentally, telepathically. Like, do not,
Yeah.
do not. But it's
Glob
too
just-
late.
Yeah. Trick gets swooped up. And Lexy has something handed to her.
Something soft, plush, and gunky.
I feel like she should roll something to see if she can tell if this is Trick or just another of Glob's usual plushies.
Would that maybe perception? Like,
Perception or investigation.
yeah.
Well, they're both a 0, so it's the same thing. 12. Does Trick want to roll deception to, like, play plushie
Play
instead
dead.
of? Mm-hmm. Try not to squirm.
Perception is a +5. She's so good at lying.
14. Just made it, yeah. So Lexi is convinced she has just been handed a plush. Just a regular plush toy, and she's like, oh, was this for me, Glob? Thank you. But she cannot tell which character this is. She doesn't know where Glob got this.
Glob is just staring at Trick, still with happy little wiggles, like, look, it's fun.
Trick goes from staring at Glob to just like glaring at Lexi.
Glob tilting their head again.
Is it not for me? Sorry, if you just wanted me to feel it, you can have it back.
No, no, why did that hit again? Why does Glob have no buttons that say friend? Why does Glob have no buttons that say friend? Pretend Glob has a button that says friend. Because they should have that.
Friend.
Yeah.
Can Lexi roll insight or something to figure out what Glob
Yes.
is getting at?
Yes.
This is also
Yes.
a +0. But it's a 19!
Lexy perceives.
Or insight.
Now, how do I describe this without just reading their mind? Glob has handed you a friend. Glob has handed you a friend.
I could kind
I
of see like
feel-
maybe Glob reaching out with a tentacle to kind of like pat Trick's head, like friend.
Yeah, Glob.
This is the
Glob
first.
does that. Glob gives Trick a gentle pet.
And since Lexy's holding Trick, she can kind of feel the movement.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like this is enough for Lexy to start putting pieces together. And holding Trick with one hand, she uses her other to feel along Trick's head. And those rabbit ears feel familiar.
Can we see Lexy's hand kind of like pokes Trick in the eyes? She finally hits this like, hey.
What are you doing here?
Visiting my good friend, the Glob.
But you're not supposed to be in the PartyPlex anymore.
I don't look around. This is well, you can't look.
Hey!
It's,
Rude.
it's a dumpster. I say this is my territory.
Not when it's in the PartyPlex. Live in a dumpster anywhere else.
Glob is tilting their head at both of you.
Don't worry, Glob. She has something against people who live in her dumpster.
Not necessarily. Only when they run around throwing trash everywhere and leading me on, like, wild chases through the halls.
That's a bold accusation to make. When have I ever done anything like that ever?
Like 2 weeks ago?
No. You must have
did.
found some other random plush person, you know?
No, I think I can tell the difference. At least, I don't think any other plush person living in the dumpsters is quite as gross as you. I mean,
If
what
I'm
are
so
you
gross, then
covered
maybe you
in
should
right
just put
now?
me down. Oh, I was in Glob's mouth.
Why?
Oh, they learned to eat.
Did they not know how to eat before?
Yeah, I tried to give them pizza once, and it just kind of just made munching noises, but nothing happened. Like that.
Huh. Uh, and yeah, circling back around, Lexy will try to let go of Trick and drop her.
Yeah, it's like Chick falls like an inch or two, and then like the gunk kind of just like rubber bands them back up towards the hand. Maybe a little farther than maybe like a foot before it finally like kind of like boing.
There is a toony twang sound.
mm, Lexy's like, okay, I knew Glob was sticky, but like, not this sticky.
Yeah, this is an advanced sticky. Chick says, now kind of like gently like bouncing up and down due to the momentum.
Yeah. And Glob leans their face down to Trick, looking at them like, huh.
Glob, do you know how to get this off of us?
Glob gently pokes Trick with a tentacle.
Chick starts spinning slightly.
What are you two doing now?
Well, I'm now spinning it, really helpful.
Glob just shrugs at Trick. Somehow shrugs.
There's like a bunch of tendrils kind of around where their shoulders would be, just kind of lift up and down.
Yeah.
I think like Chick tries to reach up and push themselves they'll grab Lexi's arm and then try to get their feet up against it and try to jump off and see if that has enough momentum to snap the gunk.
I'm just picturing they do that and then they're swinging back and forth and spinning and bouncing up and down all at the same time.
Yeah.
Just I've done nothing to improve my situation.
Wow, this almost makes me feel sad for you.
Oh, shut up.
I
Does
mean,
Trick pull out their little sewing needles?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's sewing needle time. I think unless Zen has anything.
I don't think I have anything that will help.
Yeah, so I think Trick spinning there in a horrible cycle of their own making. Finally slows enough that okay, I think I have another idea. And they zip open their mouth, reach in, and then pull out a large sewing needle that's very sharp and pointy. If this doesn't work, she looks at Lexi, then we'll have to amputate.
No. No amputation. We've had too much DIY surgery here already. No.
What? Didn't realize there was a lot of DIY surgery going on around here, but you know what? Okay, yeah, sure. Anyway, she tries to stab into the gunk, but it's just sort of the needle point makes the gunk stretch out, and then it just rubber bands back again.
It just gets more stuck on the gunk. It just
Yeah.
gets more stuck on the needle.
Also, you can roll insight on Lexi if you want to.
I would love to.
As will Glob. Glob is very confused.
What's your insight? +3.
18.
15.
15. Yeah, I think both of those are enough to tell that, Lexi is genuinely uncomfortable with the suggestion of doing an amputation. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say that's
I
genuinely
think most people
an
would be
upsetting idea.
uncomfortable.
Huh?
I think a lot of people would be uncomfortable with the thought of amputation, frankly.
True, but
Yeah.
with an 18, Glob can tell, yeah, that's because of personal bad experiences.
Glob notices friend is worried, looks at Trick's sewing needle that they're currently trying to stab the ink with, and very carefully reaches a tentacle to take away the sewing needle. To grab it.
Trick had been starting to saw at the gunk and it was still pretty ineffective, but she lets the Glob take the needle with no protest. She then opens her mouth and grabs out another needle. Yeah, buddy, I got 20 more of these.
20 more of what? What do you have?
Oh, just a little sewing needle.
Just a little sewing needle.
It
Just
said
a
sewing
little
needle is probably as long as Lexi's forearm.
Lexi press F to doubt. Turns to where Glob is and is like, is it really a little needle?
Glob looks at the little needle that is very little to them in their tentacle and goes,
Well, I don't see what you hope to accomplish with that, then.
That's a good question. Saying that, once again, Trick tries to slash and stab at the gunk. Like maybe Lexy can just hear like various like twangs and swish 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 ting 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 ting.
Splat noises.
It's just ineffective. And like all Trick has done by the end is like I imagine like managed to somehow cocoon herself in the gunk. Like no, it's just
She's
like even more upside down and tangled in it.
Any luck?
burritoed.
You know, maybe this is a it gets worse before it gets better situation.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's getting any better.
Glob is thinking. Glob is doing a think. Friends are upset. This is problem. Trick gets hugged with a tentacle, and Lexy gets hugged with a tentacle.
Oh,
Might not be the best time for hugs, Glob. We're kind of in the middle of something.
maybe Glob has an idea. Let's see where they're going with this.
And they get hugged together.
Smushed up against each other.
Oh, it's even stickier.
You know what? This is my life now, I guess.
Well, good for you, but I have a show tomorrow. I have to get all this stuff off before then.
Yeah, and I really don't want you attached to my hip. Tries to squirm. I
Well,
can't go around with a wolf attached to me.
Trick, I think it
hey.
is more that you are attached to the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
She brings up the mental image of Trick walking around dragging Lexy.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think the one with walking rights is the one attached to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, what do you got against wolves anyway?
Nothing. Just ones that tried to arrest me or whatever.
I mean, I'm not police. I can't arrest you. I just don't want you running around the place I live in secret, living in my trash. Like,
Hey, it's not like you're living in your trash. I'm not taking anything away from you.
I think both of them should roll perception.
sure.
I'm serious.
The rare good perception roll from Lexy.
18 Trick beats her by 1.
I should hope so.
Well, Lexy can feel it and Trick can see it. The gunk is spreading.
uh, uh, hey, is it just me or is the gunk getting bigger?
I don't think it's just you. Glob, seriously, do you know how to get this stuff off?
Glob blinks.
Oh, great. This is going to be fun to have to wash out of all my joints.
Imagine trying to get it out of your fur. I'm 100% fabric. This stuff is gonna soak in. And like, Trick is starting to squirm now. I'm okay with some level of filth, but this is advanced filth.
Trick is already burritoed, so when it's spreading on Trick, it's just Oh, poor Trick.
Yeah, poor Trick is basically getting mummified by it now. It's like in quicksand, you know, like you're trying to lift your head above it, but it's just already like going up her neck.
Horrifying.
Yeah, squirming is not helping.
Good thing
Squirming is
Lexy
not
can't see
helping.
this, because that's terrifying.
Yeah, honestly, but I think Lexy can feel the like increasingly frantic thrashing.
Oh, will you calm down?
It's trying to eat me. I don't know.
I mean, it's Glob. Glob wouldn't try to eat us, right?
I'm not sure this is now Glob. I think this is a separate entity now, and it's trying to go up my neck.
Ugh.
Overlap time?
I think it's overlap time.
Mhm.
Thwap. Toonie thwap sound.
Mhm. Well, they're not covered in sticky goop anymore.
Yippee!
I feel like they should roll perception again.
Yeah, honestly.
Of course.
It's a 6?
21.
Oh,
Holy
Lexy.
shit. Hmm. I feel like with a 6, Lexy is like, it's no longer sticky. They are still being held by Glob, yes?
Yes, they're still in Glob's hug.
Yeah, and she no longer has a rabbit struggling against her side, so that's what she got.
Yeah, but Chicks gets.
Well, I think the
is-
first thing Trick's going to notice with a 21 is, did it get a lot darker and blurrier
That's
and
what I was
harder to
about to
see?
say.
Oh,
Chick
sorry.
notices an immediate like decrease in vision. Like, did the gunk get in her eyes? She's not entirely sure, but something's up there.
Mhm.
And you know what? I bet Trick would also notice the increase in height of like globs wrapped around them. Like
Yeah.
suddenly, the way Glob's hugging me, it feels different. And also, the wolf is gone.
And also, you're bigger.
And also, I think
Which, I mean, Trick can change her size a little, so she's probably got some familiarity with the sensation of being different sizes, but this is bigger than she has ever gotten before, right?
yeah, and I think it's like she flexes the hands,
Uh,
just like testing out the body. Like, what the heck's going on?
And Glob is tilting their head at them, very confused. And probably that one, yeah.
And like Trick immediately says, "What the heck's going on?"
I just had the funniest. Uh,
What's the funny? What's the funny?
Lexy going, you can say that again. What the heck is going on?
She's saying it out of the same mouth.
Exactly!
Do you feel like their voices sound different now? Like they have one combined voice, or it's like they're switching between their two voices?
I like combined voice and always
They're
use.
probably combined voice.
Mhm.
I feel like Trick, like their face scrunches up. Hey, can you say something else again?
Something else? What? My voice doesn't sound like that.
Neither does mine. We sound the same now. Ugh.
I think
Okay.
Glob reaches I think Glob reaches a tentacle, and they're very confused. So they get booped on the nose with the tentacle.
Just boop.
Boop.
Mhm. Honestly, Lexi's nose might just make that noise when it gets booped
Okay.
without glob
Yeah, I think
interference.
Trick, like, Trick's nose is usually silent though, so Trick is like, oh no. Hi, Glob. Hey, question for you. Do we look different?
Where's the? It nods very enthusiastically.
That's what I was afraid of. Hey, you know, Wolf, I know we have our differences, but I think we have less now.
Oh,
We have less now.
look, you don't call me just Wolf. Do you know what's going on?
Yeah, and I don't like it, and I doubt you will either.
Well, what is it?
I've been tainted by your neon pop star fashion.
Hey, I don't think you can use the word tainted to describe my style when you live in a dumpster.
Yeah, but I have a classic plush look, you know?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting. You know what? Now I understand. I can really simplify as I can hardly see anything.
Hmm.
Glob gently nuzzles their head into their chest.
Yeah, hi, Glob. Like, I think Trix kind of pats Glob's head.
They are getting looked at with pleading eyes, because Glob is now a little worried about them.
I feel like, I'm trying to organize my thoughts here. I feel like between Trick patting Glob and Glob getting all up in Lexi's face, Lexi is starting to realize what's going on. And also, uh, because Glob's eyes are all lit up, she might be seeing that.
Yeah, can see the light of their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's red. What? How am I seeing that?
Congratulations, you got like 15% of my eyesight.
Oh. Oh, oh. Ugh.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you're starting to get the full picture.
Oh, gosh. How much of us is covered in trash goop right now?
I don't really know how to quantify that now. Like, I think the goop made us combine. So we might be 100% goop.
Oh. Hopefully not. No offense, Glob. And she reaches out to pat it on the head as well.
It just nuzzles into the pets.
Aww.
I'm gonna have Glob insight again. I should have done that a second ago. Working.
What does Glob want to know?
Are they okay? Glob is worried about friends.
That's not like a so-so hand gesture at the moment.
Mhm.
They're okay, but they're also fused of someone they dislike.
Mhm. Not doing
Oh.
great, but they're managing.
Well, they're relatively okay, and that's what Glob was worried about.
Yippee!
Glob's little mind is just going friends, two friends, one friend, friends together. Friends together is good thing. It's good when friends are together, right?
Maybe not like this.
Maybe not so literally.
Glob is baby. Glob is baby.
Glob is baby. No one can
Glob is
deny.
baby.
Glob is
And
baby.
Glob's little mind is going. And Glob's little mind is going together is good thing.
Yeah, make Trick like pets Glob again. And it's like, so question on my mind is, how do we unmake what happened happen?
I'm not really sure. I don't suppose Glob knows.
I think Glob is just sort of picking them up into a big hug at that point.
Oh.
They are picked up.
I mean, some. Aw. Lexy will pat Glob on the head.
I think they also get a tentacle pat.
I think despite the situation, Trick can't help but giggle because she just finds Glob very cute and funny.
Cute.
I feel like as a wolf, Lexy does like getting head pats. That's close enough to a dog.
Yeah. I think they're being carried now, and Glob's
Where
little on the move music.
where are we going? Uh
Glob is now looking for the softest surface they can find in the stump. What is the softest surface in a dumpster?
baby.
Like either an old couch that's been thrown out, or funnier option like a giant like Razzie plushie or something.
Hmm. The
I like the
giant
giant Razzie plushie.
and it might be more likely to find in here.
Yeah. They are set down on something soft and plush.
Okay, I guess we're hanging out down here for a little bit.
I think this is our life now.
Oh, I hope not.
Glob is now searching for snacks. They can hear Glob rustling around.
I mean, I have a show tomorrow. I have other friends besides Glob. Like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can like take turns living each other's life or something. I mean, letting each other live each other's life. I mean, ugh.
I mean, I'm not sure what we look like right now, but I think the kids are going to notice a difference.
We can just like introduce you as somebody else, like I don't know, Lexy and Trick. We're Lick. Your strange cousin from the dumpster.
We are not going to be called Lick. That is the opposite of what children should think of when seeing a gross trash person.
She like, she sort of like thinks on that for a second and says, "No, no, I definitely think this is what kids should think of now. It'll boost their immune system."
Ugh. Okay. As
They
soon
hear
as this is over, I am kicking you out myself.
they hear a little from Glob. They have found pizza.
How fresh is the pizza?
Not at all. They have found trash pizza.
Well, at least there's snacks down here, Trick says, reaching out an arm to take it.
I don't think I
Glob is
trust your definition of snack.
Well, you don't seem to trust me on anything at all.
Should I? You lied to me. You've been sneaking around, like, in my home, under my nose. Why should I trust you?
Shouldn't at least just grab the pizza and try to shove it in their shared mouth.
No.
I feel like you should roll something for that.
Maybe like a constitution save or something.
Well, some sort
We're
of
contesting
Lexy is going to fight you
strengths.
on putting this into their mouth. Like,
Oh yeah.
she at least wants to sniff it first. So maybe I'll roll perception and then.
Yeah, or like we could do like a
Yeah.
I don't know, if Chick is trying to forcefully shove it in the mouth and then
Yeah.
16.
16, Lexy smells that. It goes, oh, no, that's not safe to eat. And is going to fight Trick on actually eating that. So.
Yeah, I'm just about like Trick, the hand Trick is controlling us trying to put pizza in mouth. The hand Lexi is controlling us trying to shove that other arm away. Like, it's like Chick is doing like the chain chomp open mouth.
So strength contest or
Yeah, I say strength contest.
Glob is watching this, just still
oh
confused, just
Okay,
oh
Lexi wins by a small margin.
oh I'm just thinking of Pengu, back me up on this, like the Slay the Princess Tower route with the hero and the broken fighting over control of your body. Do you remember that part?
I don't remember. No,
Uh
I don't actually.
and I can't put it in the video cuz that's gore, but uh
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I feel ya. Oh yeah, that is gore.
mhm.
I think I remember.
But one
I don't
body,
want-
two hands, opposite goals.
Lexi successfully grabs the pizza though.
And
Yeah, it's
probably
like,
throws it away into the darkness.
hey,
Yeah.
that Globberg tried to grab that for us.
I'm
Oh, Glob like looks at the
oh.
pizza, yeeted away, and then looks at you guys, and I think
Oh, look what you've done, you monster.
Now Lexi's feeling kind of bad and is like, I'm sorry, Glob. Look, you only just
they
learned
get
to eat, right?
uh
So you've kind of I've been eating for like all my life. So I have a little bit more uh expertise than you in what sorts of things are good to eat or not. I appreciate the thought, really, but I mean, we would probably get sick if we ate that.
A little food poisoning never hurt anybody.
No, I think that at least a dozen children each month get sent home from the PartyPlex because of food poisoning. It does. It does. It's a problem.
Glob is thinking. And Glob goes on the look again. Glob goes on the search again. They are now searching for something fresher.
Don't know how fresh anything would be down here.
Probably not very, but they're looking for something fresher anyway. They're remembering the nachos Chip brought them, and they're gonna look for something that reminds them of those nachos. They are going to, I think in their little brain, they are going to assume fresh and good to eat means crunchy. So they're going to look for some crunchy food. No, they're not going to grab glass. Well, hold on, I'm going to roll an intelligence.
Glass time.
To be fair,
Glob's favorite flavor is glass.
I don't think eating glass would actually hurt them, either Lexy or Trick, because
10.
Yeah, at this point, they're probably just full of metal and soft stuff. Like, there's no internal organs to damage. Like, I don't think glass would be great on gears and things, but
it's not going to be disastrous the way it would on someone with flesh.
they would probably just sound like a weird, crunchy trash compactor. Just walking around with broken glass in them.
Glob rolled a 10 intelligence. They might grab glass. I'm going to roll investigation to see if they find nachos or glass.
Maybe you should flip a coin. Just
I'm going to roll a d2. Pick which number is glass.
1.
1.
It's
They
glass
brought glass.
I'd like to imagine with like the limited vision, they can only like see like the light kind of sparkling off the glass.
And Glob makes the little item get sound again, and then something is put in their hands again.
Lexy sniffs it, and with a 10 perception, she's like, "Oh, this doesn't smell rotten. Yeah, that's a good step. That's a good sign."
I'm gonna roll perception for Trick too.
Glob looks very happy.
The question is, would Trick prevent glass from being in? I feel like Trick like shakes it a little bit to try and like discern what's like type of food it is, and kind of just can hear a little bit of, like that, like, you know, the sinking sound of glass. And it's like, yeah, I think this is totally safe to eat.
Nice work, Glob. Lexy will hold out a hand
Happy
to
Wiggles,
pat
Happy
them.
Wiggles. Happy Wiggles, Happy Wiggles. They bunk their head into your hand.
Aww.
I like to imagine, like, well, Lexi is, you know, using the body to reach out to pat Glob. Trick is steering the glass towards their mouth.
I mean, Lexi's not fighting it this time.
It's just like Trick just like leans back their head and just like throws the glass and like popcorn crunches on it.
Horrible. Crunchy.
Crunch.
Crunch.
Crunch. Lexy, like, hey, Glob? This isn't food.
Not with that attitude. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
No, I mean, like, if someone else were to eat this, they would get hurt.
Sorry.
Ah. It's fine.
Glob looks sad
some-
again.
It's just something you should know for the future. Now that you're getting more friends, eating glass will hurt most of them.
It is definitely contemplating this.
Yeah, but if you ever make an enemy, glass is a pretty good thing to give them.
I don't think an enemy will eat glass just because Glob gives it to them.
Oh yeah, you had to hide the glass within something else more appealing. Duh.
Bruh.
Glob is not going to feed people glass because it trusts Lexy that glass will hurt people.
Trick is being a
Glob
terrible
doesn't wanna
influence.
Glob doesn't want to hurt people. Glob will eat glass on its own time.
Glass is just a treat for them.
Mhm.
Glob's favorite flavor is glass because it likes the crunchy.
Love the crunch.
Yeah.
Good for Glob. Lexy will still give it pats.
It is very happy with the pats, even though it's still a little sad that its second attempt was not food.
It's learning.
It's learning.
It's learning.
It's learning the sorts of things not to bring to people.
And it now kind of rests its head in your lap as it's getting pats.
Aww.
Aww.
I mean, if you want to eat something, I can see if I have anything in hammer space. Would
Oh
hammer
yeah, I
space
can
even
see
work the
that
same?
too. I mean, I think I would assume our hammer spaces probably have also fused slightly, or maybe they're still separate pocket dimensions. I mean, what do I look like a hammer space expert? I don't know. I'm just gonna reach in and see what I can find.
Trick's hammer space is in their mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just gonna like shove a hand in.
I going.
It's 1d20 for hammer space, right?
D10.
It's D10 for the first roll,
D10.
yeah.
I always forget. 3. Okay, that's not a fail, so reach in.
You know what I think would be fun? I think roll a D2 to see if it pulls from Trick's hammer space or Lexy's.
Sure.
I think that's
Who's
fine.
who's?
I don't know how hammer space is.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
We didn't decide ahead of time who's one and who's two.
arbitrarily assign us something, chat.
Or we can
I pick
decide and
one
then
as
roll
Trick's.
again.
I pick one as Trick's.
What
Nice
is
trick.
tricks?
Let's roll it again.
Okay, Lexi's hammer space is what is being invaded.
Mm-hmm. But it's not a fail, so I think it does pull out probably like a snack bag of chips that's got like Lexi's face printed on the front. And it's like off-brand Chex Mix or something.
I want you to imagine like Chick holds it like really, really close to their good eye to try and see what it is, and it's like, you people love putting your face on stuff.
Lex Mix.
Lex Mix.
Lex Mix.
And I was thinking it's themed like the checkered flag, so it's like half the pieces have dark chocolate, half the pieces have white chocolate covering them.
Yes.
Yippee.
Alex is like, I mean, it wasn't exactly my decision.
Fair point, fair point. And I feel like Trick like rips the bag open. He like grabs a handful and shoves it in their mouth and then like holds it out for Glob.
Glove opens their face plates.
They're probably like too nearsighted to see that.
Mm-hmm. Like I
I think
feel
you
like
tell they're
they can hear metal grinding, and
yeah.
honestly, I feel like they could maybe make out like the vague white shape of Glob's face, and that's not there anymore, even though Glob's red eyes still are. So,
Yeah. You can't see the face tentacles.
hmm I feel like that's opening more than Glob's mouth.
Oh yeah, they eat real freaky like. It's cool.
Huh.
I'm just
I'm just
imagining like
oh, you
yeah.
go.
Oh, I was gonna say, just imagining dropping the Chex Mix vaguely into where their face is open, and then they just hear they hear like there is like the actual crunching of the Chex Mix, but there's of the Lex Mix, but they're still making the
It's
sound.
like that the Minecraft munching noises covering up like eldritch horror noises.
Yeah, ominous whispers from the darkness. It's fine.
It's fine, normal.
Normal for Glob.
Normal for Glow. Everyone has their own normal.
And then their face closes back up, and they rest their head back on your lap.
Well, well, was that good? Did you like it? Well, that's good. She pats its head.
Happy Wiggles.
I feel like Trick also pats its head, so that it's sort of like they're bongo drumming his head. Its head.
I think Glob can't really roll over, but it kind of tries to. It getting comfy. It getting comfy.
Aww. Ominous rustling noises from the trash as Glob tries to turn over.
It's like a mountain in the distance flips. Well, snack time's good and all, but we're not exactly close to solving the whole, you know,
Getting
being one
unstuck thing.
person. Yeah. I gotta, like, I don't know, maybe if we, like, tied one half of ourselves to something and then pulled, we could, like, pull each other apart. Either that or we would pull ourselves apart. I don't think that's a solution, actually. Let's scratch that one off the list.
No, I feel like decent chance decent chance that tune rules apply. We stretch ourselves out like a rubber band and then just snap back into place.
Yeah, probable.
Uh,
I dread to suggest it. I fear to suggest it, but do you think taking a bath would fix this?
I
The
mean,
problem is weird gunk.
yeah, if the weird gunk caused it, then in theory getting rid of it should work, but it's kind of in us, isn't it? How do you
Yeah, I
wash
don't know.
off?
Maybe if we opened our mouth in the shower, but frankly, I'm allergic to baths, so I would like to avoid that. It's a medical condition.
I mean, more allergic than you are to being stuck sharing a body with someone?
I figure I can usurp control.
Not a chance.
You have no faith in me at all.
Not necessarily. If you were asserting that you could spend a year living in a dumpster, I would probably back you on that.
So I could live more than a year in a dumpster.
And I don't doubt you on that.
I think as they're talking, I have a cute thought.
Hmm?
As they're talking, I think they start to notice that there is a very gentle, like, rise and fall of the trash below them. And Glob's little red eyes are closed.
Oh.
Sleepy.
And there is a rumbling around you, and it is rhythmic enough that it sounds almost like a purr. It is
Oh,
snoring.
a sleepy guy.
They are asleep on your lap.
Oh. Huh.
Aww. Yeah, Trick says that. Trick says, "Aw."
Yeah. Lex is like, huh. I never really thought about whether they slept or not.
Well, even monsters need to sleep sometimes.
Hey, Glob's not a monster.
Hey, listen, as a self-identified monster, that's not an insult.
Self-ident. You're a plush toy. In what way are you a monster?
You know, I feel like if you could actually see me, you would understand that more. Like, actually, here, feel our teeth. And let's assume that they've inherited the sharp, pointy teeth of Trick. So I don't think
Okay.
I've described it, but when they open their mouth, it's like they have those, like, you know, chain chomp teeth, like kind of like zipper teeth at the front. But within their mouth, there's like rows and rows of tiny needle teeth.
And Lexi feels this and is like, I thought you were a rabbit. Are you part shark or something?
Maybe. Not that I know of. But I might be.
Lexi is just processing. Cause like she thought you were just a grubby plush toy tune. This is new information.
Oh, Trick is much weirder than that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just wanted you to know that Trick is intentionally like ribbing like Lexi slightly with I might be part shark. Trick thinks it would be funny to just trick Lexi. She nearly got away with Cheese Malone. She's now going for the part shark fury. You see, that's why I can't be exposed to water. I'll turn into a shark if I do.
I mean, that doesn't sound so bad.
Hey, maybe you would want to live as a shark, but I prefer the land.
Yeah. The land and all of its trash. I'm pretty sure the ocean has a good bit of trash at this point, too.
Oh,
It's kind of depressing of you to say.
What? I thought you liked trash.
Well, where it belongs, sure. But I don't condone littering, you know?
Are you some kind of anti-littering mascot? What?
Yeah, sure, that's my day job.
Trick gets a job as one of those trash disposal robots that come around and get your trash.
She just eats the trash, no longer a problem.
I mean, hey, that sounds great. I'll turn it into incineration.
Or throwing it into the giant basement.
Or throwing it into the giant basement. where there's a puppy in there.
Puppy in there. You can't put Trish down there.
The puppy also is the trash, but you know.
You're gonna keep making the puppy bigger.
And the puppy will be too big.
The puppy doesn't want to get bigger.
Somehow I can't picture you with a job.
I don't know how to take that. Well, you know, I can't imagine you working like a real job.
Hey! In what world is being a performer not a real job? I'm
In the
around
world where I want to insult you.
I have band practice. I'm around the kids all day. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
You're just sitting there trying to think of ways to diss Lexy without angering all performers ever. Yeah, well, you suck.
Wow, that's so creative.
Look, I'm under stress. I can't think of the good material right now.
They've gotta get in sync to separate, and they're just constantly calling each other unemployed.
They're gonna just
and saying
slap
they
fight each other for the rest of the time.
They're just
See?
calling each other unemployed and saying they suck.
See, you need to be able to work well under pressure to keep a job. I don't think you have it in you. That's all I'm saying.
If you knew half the pressure I've lived under, you would collapse.
Oh yeah, what, trying to avoid the trash truck on when it comes to pick up the dumpster?
Well, yeah, actually that, but I was thinking of something deeper, you know.
Deeper, like all the grime that gets stuck on the sides of the dumpster?
Deeper than that? Hey, look. You don't know me, okay? I am an enigma that lives in your dumpster, but that doesn't mean I don't have a life.
If you have a life, why are you living in the dumpster?
And why do homeless kids live in alleyways?
I feel like it's a sign that you've hit rock bottom. Like,
I mean, I would actually say this is like a step up from my last living situation.
where the hell were you living before that? Before this?
Nowhere, I was just traveling around.
Lexy a little bit surprised because she can't swear. I second guessed it, but Trick can, right?
Trick can swear.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Swearing privileges. Lexy is not half as happy about this as Cece was. That's kind of sad. If living in a dumpster is a step up, yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, but I don't need your pity.
You know, I'm pretty sure we're still hiring. You could, like, actually get a job and make money to live somewhere that isn't a dumpster.
Sorry, Chick did a good job at the party. Are you offering to hire me?
I mean, I don't make the hiring decisions.
You suppose Cheese Malone can get a job?
Oh, God. Maybe pick a better name if you're going to do that.
Hey, listen, I'm well aware there's a guy named Eggs walking around. I think Cheese Malone will fit right in.
Maybe, but Archie's kind of got a sore spot around cheese right now, so I don't think he'd be too happy to hear that name.
Not expecting that callback. Okay.
I just finished editing the audio for it. It's fresh in my mind.
It's fresh in your mind. Very good. Well, I can think of some other fake name. But no, I don't think I should. Get a, like, look, it's complicated, but right now the dumpster is a good situation.
Lexy is just press F to doubt, press F to doubt. She does not believe this.
Like Chick has crossed their arms and is like glaring into the darkness, like like trying to glare away from Lexy, but they are the same person at the moment.
Makes it hard to stick out your tongue at her, or glare at her, or flip her off, or anything else like that.
Yeah, I think Chick kind of sighs and says, "Look, all I want to do is live in the dumpster. Is that too much to ask?"
Is that really all you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, my life ambition sort of flatlined at some point, so yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, you could definitely feel Lexy pitying you, like, she's not saying anything, but you've got the same body right now, and she is feeling pity.
Yeah. I guess like Chick's face scrunches up and she waves her arms like, no, stop it with the pity. Pity is such a gross flavor of emotion.
It's what?
It's a gross flavor of emotion.
I
It
don't think
tastes like
emotions have
cough
flavors.
drops. Do you taste cough drops right now? That's the pity.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Does she taste the cup
15. You think that's enough too?
Yeah, I said like there's a weird taste. Like it's sort of like I'm not sure you could describe it as a taste actually, but it's more like the memory of a taste. And it's sort of like cough drops.
Oh. Why do you taste that?
Do you want the real answer or the fake answer I could give you?
I feel like whatever I say, you're going to give me the fake answer, so.
It's a medical condition.
I don't believe you've ever been to a doctor.
Well, I don't believe you've ever been to a doctor either.
I haven't, but I'm not claiming to have a medical condition.
But then what would you know about medical conditions?
Roll persuasion.
It's a +2. 15.
I mean,
You can roll like
yeah,
a contesting insight if you want.
sure. 7. I mean, I guess I'm not an expert. I know basic first aid, but if it's a
Yeah,
medical
and you can.
condition, what's it called?
It's called it's like one of those tricky, hard to remember medical terms. Holy real disease itis.
Oh, I kind of want to have another deception versus insight because I don't want to roll over and have her accept that, but it would be really funny if she did believe it.
Yeah.
I have something
Nope.
right after with that roll.
Roll
Thanks.
deception.
10.
Oh.
Okay.
Nope, she sees through it and she's like, totally real disease-itis, huh? I can't say I've heard of that one.
Trick. It has like the face of someone who's like, I could have done better than that. Yeah, well, screw you. You can taste the cough drops. You can taste the pity. So why are you doubting me?
I'm not doubting that you can taste it. I'm doubting your reason that you gave for being able to taste it.
Oh yeah, right. You know what? I will be honest. I will be honest and say that's just sort of something I can do with any emotion. You've probably been tasting a bunch and you just haven't realized.
Hmm. Can I roll insight on that?
Sure.
14? I mean, she's telling the truth, so.
Yeah, like you can get that Trick is telling the truth at least. Like reluctantly the truth, and you feel like there might be more to it, or at least that there's probably like Chick has some complex feelings about it, but like it's the truth basically.
Huh. Well, I guess tunes can do all kinds of weird stuff. Haven't heard of this one before.
Yep. Yep. It's like I mean just look at the glob. I mean they're it's probably a tune, but it's doing all sorts of weird stuff.
You look at the glob.
Yes, we look at the glob.
You look at the glob. Its eyes are still closed, but they're noticeably more lit up than before, and the gentle rise and fall has stopped. Glob has been rolling a few deception rolls, and they recently failed them. Glob is now very clearly, they have at some point awoken and are now continuing to pretend asleep.
Oh.
Lexy reaches out to pet. Or is their head still in their lap?
Yes, their head is still in their lap. But that sound plays.
Giggles and says, "Well, I think the glob is a better liar than I am."
I think their eyes do open and look up at you too.
Lexy, just like, hey there, bud. You have a good nap? She pets it.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It is still looking at you with those pleading eyes because it has been listening for a little bit.
Oh,
Oh.
So it is now looking at you again with those "Are you okay?" eyes. The big sad eyes.
No, not the big sad eyes.
Big sad eyes.
it's super
Looking up at you.
effective.
Although,
Yeah,
to be
there
fair,
you
they
are.
probably just look like two smears of red glow in darkness, so.
The
We can
feeling
see like you can
radiates.
like see like the
This
little like
is
sad
true.
cartoon sparkles.
Even if they can't
Yeah.
see it, like, as we have just established, they can smell the emotion. So.
Yeah. They can smell Glob's worry.
Aww.
Pink Trick like reaches out and like pats Glob some more and like, hey, we're okay. We're just trying to figure this out. Hey, if this stuff is from Glob, do you think we have to think like Glob to solve this problem?
I mean, it's not the worst idea. I don't know what Glob would be thinking, though.
I mean, like, when we were having the initial problem with the gunk, Glob made us hug. Do you think it's like the power of friendship? Glob is a very pure being. That feels like something that would that would be a correct answer.
Glob's eyes sparkle.
Yeah, that probably sounds about right.
Great. Perfect. Oh,
I'm-
hey, you know what? We got off on the wrong foot. Hi, I'm TrickStitch, and I've never committed a crime in my life.
I can tell you're lying. You know I can tell you're lying, right? You
But it
wanna
doesn't seem like it's friendshipy.
you're trying to start over on a clean foot and you're lying to my, well, I guess our face, and that's the first thing you want to do.
I'm TrickStitch, and I've committed so many crimes.
Hi, I'm Lexy Lupine, and I don't think I've committed any crimes. I hope not.
Maybe some fashion crimes.
Hey! This is fun! It's a
Incorrect
fun,
buzzer.
colorful look!
Just
Trick
Snickers.
snitch.
TrickSnitch.
When Trick goes to rat out the other night terrors to Harlequinette, Trick snitch.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll be nice. Your fashion looks better when it's on our fused body.
I don't think either of us can see it right now.
I inherently know it will look better on me. I'll stay out of this.
I mean, if you think it would look so much better on you, I'm pretty sure the gift shops have little
If you
costume
suggest the
versions.
onesie, I'm biting your ankles.
Trick and Lexy cosplay.
I don't think it's a onesie. I mean, they have onesies for like they do have onesies, but they also have like just regular costume versions.
Oh. Anyway, I'm not wearing that.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Trick looks down at their body and tries to bring it up close, tries to bring a hand close to their eye to see it, and it's like, well, we still seem to be sharing a body. I think we need to intensify the power of friendship that's happening here.
Yeah, nowhere to go but up, I guess. No, that's a lie. It could definitely go down. Uh. Hmm.
Glob has rolled over and is hugging you again.
Aww.
Hi, Glob.
I feel like Lexi's going to fall back onto how she's programmed to deal with, to like interact with like guests. And so it's like, uh, so what was your favorite part of the PartyPlex today?
Not this. Well, actually,
Uh,
maybe this. I gotta be honest, I've mostly been in the dumpsters all day, so I mean, this one has the glob. The glob is good.
yeah. Well, at least we have some common ground there. The glob is good.
Happy Wiggles, happy Wiggles. I didn't mean to
Glob is
press it.
good. I just like to imagine the glob gets so excited it starts spamming its own sounds. Well, easy there, buddy.
Glob's just Wiggles.
So, what do you do, hobby-wise?
Still trying to figure that out.
Fair enough.
Used to be go-karts, but they're not too keen on me driving when I can't see where I'm going. I know that track like the back of my hands, but they're so worried that I'm gonna crash into a wall or something.
So what if someone gets run over? You should be allowed to have fun.
I'm not saying that. I wouldn't go on the track while there's kids on it. Just.
I think Trick just for a second says, I'm joking, I'm joking. I don't condone people being run over or whatever.
Well, that's something. That's programmed into me to like driving, you know?
Yeah, can you try video game driving?
That's not
I've seen in
really.
the arcade, there's the ones where you sit in the chair and it's the steering wheel, you go vroom vroom.
That's not really the same. I've tried
How
it.
about trains? Maybe the PartyPlex could get a train and you could drive that? Then it would just have one track and you wouldn't run anyone over.
I mean, you can definitely still run someone over on train tracks. There's a whole
Yeah, but only if they're
philosophy
tied to
problem
it.
about that. Uh,
I think Glob
I
has
mean,
now perked up and is looking for something again.
they are putting in bumper cars, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah,
But
that's the
don't
safest version of cars.
yeah, don't go around telling people about that. That's not public knowledge yet.
Yeah, listen, I'm not sure if you've glocked this, but I don't have a lot of people to tell about stuff.
I don't know. Maybe you go out and have like a whole crowd of other friends that live in other dumpsters.
Like, Trick, like, kind of like just thinks about the glob for a second. It's like, only the one. I mean, then thinks about the other night terrors and says, and everyone else I know doesn't really live in the dumpster as much as me.
Well, I
And
don't
then
know
Chick
these things.
thinks of Hairwire for a second and says, so I think some of them deserve to be in a dumpster.
Oh.
Glob is looking for things.
The glob is searching.
Do you think Glob would find like one of those fold-out chairs in the trash or something?
Oh, probably.
Mhm.
They're finding a fold-out chair and they're placing it on a whatever platform thing they can find. And then they are finding something circular.
Oh my god, are they trying to make a little car?
They are.
Oh,
They are.
Oh my god, that's fucking adorable.
That's so cute.
They, they are gathering up little things, and then they come back to you two and what sound is appropriate for this? And they come back to you two.
What's up, Glob?
And I think they pick you up again off of the Razzie plush.
Oh. Well, I guess.
You're set down in a foldable chair.
Oh, okay.
New chair? Okay.
I'm imagining like because they can move all the trash, so that is the movement of the little cart.
Mhm.
And one of their tentacles lifts up whatever circular shape, pizza pan. A pizza
Yeah.
pan into your hands. A pizza pan into your hands.
Thank you.
Jack
Should we
is gonna
roll?
try to find it.
Should we roll insight
Oh,
to figure out what Glob is
yes.
trying to do here?
Yes.
18.
18. Glob heard you talking. Glob heard you talking about the go-karting and not being allowed to go-kart, and I think she'd realize like as they kind of like lift up the trash under you, under the platform, they have like their tentacles holding down the chair, so that is the security. That they have now made an attempt at a trash go-kart.
Aww.
Jack only got a 6. They're still just like, we're in a chair and we have something in our hand. Okay.
Lexy pulling the pizza pan out of their mouth to hold it out in front of them. And is like, I think it's supposed to be like a steering wheel. And tries
Oh, we're
turning.
playing tar.
Tries turning it to the left.
Glob moves the trash with your turn.
Aww. Oh. Lexy is touched. Like, probably immediately going to step on the gas pedal or whatever equivalent Glob has made. Just like
The go box.
instinctively, her foot is flooring it.
Yeah. Yeah, Glob makes that sound as they move you around.
Mm. Not exactly how I'm used to cars sounding, but it's fun.
It is funny.
So Glob
And
kind of like
let's swerve and like Trick is gonna suddenly take the wheel and try to do like a figure 8.
what how do you do a figure 8 in a I don't know how that works.
I don't think Trick knows either. I've never been behind the wheel of a vehicle before.
It would be like a sharp right and then a sharp left, I imagine.
And also they're currently mostly blind.
Mm-hmm.
I think Glob is kind of like following alongside you, so I think that helps you keep track, and you can see their highlights. So I think that kind of helps you keep, or maybe they're in front of you because they are trying to watch your movements to steer you.
Yeah. I feel like if
Like I think
Lexy gets the sense of what Trick is trying to do, she'll take back over to do it. Because of course she knows how.
Yeah. Someone needs to give Trick driver's ed.
I don't think Trick should drive, actually.
I don't think she could reach the pedals.
they're too small. They're too small.
Well, just stretch out. There's plenty of cars made for small tunes.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, like the go-karts at the PartyPlex would be made for small children.
Yeah, she can ride one of those.
Mm-hmm. Now, the question of whether or not she should remains.
It's I feel like she would be more confident than you think, but her own innate sense of chaos would cause something problems to happen anyway.
At least she's not pro running into people, which is more than we can say for some characters.
Trick is better than Kestrel.
Oh yeah,
He did try to run someone over with a go-kart.
yeah, he did try.
He was just having a funny, goofy day.
Mm-hmm.
He was pissed. He was having a
Kestrel is
horrible day that day.
Yeah, Lexy will drive around for a little while. It's not quite the same thing as driving a car, but it was nice of Glob to do it for her.
Glob did their best.
Glob did their best.
I think as you are getting faster, because I think they also get into the groove of moving you around faster. I think they are going like,
Hey, do you think we could do like stunts, like pretend like we go up a ramp and then like jump through the air and then land on the other side?
Oh, that would be so cool.
Glob immediately working on moving around their trash to make a ramp.
They never let me do
I
a
think-
ramp with the go-karts. Apparently it
They
was
should let
too
you do a ramp.
dangerous. Mm-hmm.
They grab like whatever little blinking light mechanisms they can find to have like at the top of the ramp to show you where it is. Ding ding ding.
Yeah, let's do this. And Chick pretends to hit the gas and go forwards into the air.
Yee.
Glob's trash catches you. Of course.
Of course. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Man, maybe I should try to break into visit the speedway sometime. I think the go-karts would be fun.
I mean, please don't break in. Just like. I can get you a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I have someone else I know who could also get me a ticket. Technically. Would they? I don't know. And I mean, I
Lexi
could
is
get myself my own
curious.
ticket. You guys just leave those things lying around.
Mhm. Well, one way or another, you don't have to break in.
I mean, it's not like I would break anything, actually. I would just already be in. Unrelated, but I think you guys need to improve your vent security.
Probably, yeah. Uh, hard enough getting security into place for the rest of the Plex. Management doesn't really see the vents as high priority. But that's
Both
not really.
beneficial to me, but also an oversight on their part.
Glob,
It's
who
not really
also
my job.
regularly sneaks through the vents.
See, this is why you need cheese below and vent inspector.
Yeah. I don't think I really want you in the vents.
Too bad.
We have somebody watching the vents some of the time anyway. You can roll insight. Plus,
I'm assuming
she
she's
is talking
referring to
about
the
the
spiders.
triplets, so
Yeah, this.
I don't know if Trick can make that connection.
22 trick is like, oh, you mean the spiders?
Of course, you've encountered them.
Yeah,
Of
not up close,
course.
but I've seen them before.
Yeah, they tend to keep their distance, but they're technically keeping an eye on the vents.
Mm-hmm. Are letting a lot of little weirdos like me to get through.
I mean, they're not technically security, but they helped They helped track down the Rainbow Rabbit lady when she used the vents.
Oh yeah, that lady is weird.
Oh, you know her? Or.
I don't know her. I mean, I know of her. I'll level with you. I have a friend on the staff, and not naming names, but they maybe vent to me sometimes. Occasionally. So I'm a bit more tuned in than you might think.
Hmm. I'm. Hmm. It wouldn't. I'm not sure if I should roll insight or something for this, but I'll just go for it. And your friend on the security staff wouldn't happen to be Harlequinette, would it?
How dare you make such an accusation? And I'm gonna roll deception.
Trick. I think Glob is just kind of idly
Oh!
piloting you around now.
That's a 1
What?
on insight. It's a nat 1
Oh
on
my
deception,
no.
but also a nat 1 on insight. And Lexy has no modifier, unlike Trick.
Terrible rolls, the both of you.
Horrible rolls.
Terrible.
It's like in my mind, it's like Trick is like so defensive about it that the answer should obviously be yes. But maybe Lexy has just enough of faith in Harley Quinn that they don't think that Trick is related.
I mean, the reason why she asked is because Harlequinette said they were gonna kick Trick out, and yet here Trick is, back again.
To be fair, Harley Quinn said they would try.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do like do a second round of rules? Like
I
see
think
who
so.
actually
Both rolled
wins.
ones.
It's like they have a stalemate for a second, doubting. One trying to be convincing and the other one still doubting.
Mm-hmm.
Both rolled ones.
Yeah.
We need a tiebreaker. I'm gonna roll deception again and have Trick elaborate.
Oh, good luck. Oh.
Oh, and Trick is like, well, I don't want to get my friend on the staff in trouble, so like, maybe you just shouldn't know.
So it is Harlequinette. Did they even kick you out last time?
We watched the security cameras with popcorn.
So I'm taking that as a no. Well, at least that explains why you're back. If Harlequinette really wanted to keep you out, you probably wouldn't be here.
I mean, yeah. But hey, listen. If anything, I deserve that. They live here, and I'm friends with them, so I live here.
I mean, if that transitive property held for everyone, there would be a lot more people living here than there are.
To be fair, I feel like I've seen a lot of people hanging out after hours.
Yeah, hanging out is one thing. We're an entertainment center, not an apartment complex.
And I'm not living like I'm just living in the dumpsters, not the place itself.
Oh. They were so close, they had a nice moment, and now they're back to the dumpsters issue.
What if I said that I'm actually related to Harley Quinn, unless as a part of their family I live where they live?
I think I just have more questions.
I just want you to imagine the Trick is just like blinking a lot at that. Like,
Are
what
you
sort of questions?
are you related on the shark side? Is that why they've got that kind of scary attitude about them sometimes?
Just like wheezes. That was a lie. That was a lie. The shark. Ignore the shark thing. That was a lie. I just lied to you for fun. Okay, you're very gullible and it's funny.
Hey, it's not a bad thing to trust people.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it's a funny thing. Keep doing it. Good for you.
But then like the height difference is crazy, right?
You see, they inherited all the height. They hoarded it to themselves.
Hmm. She seems to buy that cuz like yeah, that is how things work for Toons sometimes. You can tell she's like trying to make it make sense, fitting puzzle pieces together. Like, well, but Harley Quinette isn't a rabbit. Oh, but Harley Quinette does have that hat. Could those maybe be some form of like rabbit ears or rabbit inspired design element? Like,
That's what's under the hat.
There's rabbit ears under there, yeah.
That actually sounds adorable, though.
That does kind of sound cute.
mm-hmm. Just like, uh,
Me and Harley Quinn had the same sort of like fluff collar usually. It's like I think Trick had like reached to the neck area and then stopped because the fusion has changed how that feels.
Yeah.
Are you part animatronic then, or?
I do have a lot of metal for something that's a plushie.
Huh.
And Harley Quinn's pretty plush, you know. They have some stuffing in there.
Yeah, they got a fair bit of fabric too. I guess I can see it.
If you don't believe me, you can ask them later, but maybe don't tell them I told you. Actually, maybe don't ask them at all. You know what? Just keep this on the down low. It's our secret now that you know that I'm related to them.
Yeah, I don't know how I could bring that up without letting on a bunch of stuff, so.
Hey, Harley Quinn, do you have any family that happens to be a plush bunny? Just asking. For no particular reason. That was in character.
I figured. Yeah, like that'll go over so well.
So, anyway, you now know something about me.
I guess I do, huh?
I actually have a question for you. Are you and, like, the other band animatronics technically related, or is it, like, same manufacturer but not, like, family?
I mean, I think we're family. Like, even if we weren't made by the same people, we've still spent long enough together to be family.
Oh, I get that. You know, this out of character, but I just kind of remember that Chick knows that Rylan is down here, or at least knows that there's, like, animatronic parts down here.
Oh,
Red
yeah.
corpse.
Should that be brought up, or should we put a pin in that?
I mean, does Trick want to tell? That doesn't. I feel like that is not conducive to them
The
getting
current
along and
friendship.
unfusing. So.
Yeah, I don't feel like Trick would even think to mention it, but I remembered it suddenly. I was like, should I ask? I'll ask. Anyway, yeah, no, Trick doesn't bring that up. So, hey, we're supposed to be unfusing, but hey, look, there's a corpse.
There's a corpse of your family member that died tragically, left here in the dumpster. Like.
Didn't even get a proper burial.
Hey.
A problem for another day.
Yeah. So I think Trick, back to the story where we are telling, Trick kind of thinks for a second, says like, so like, do you get along with your family well?
Oh, for the most part. I mean, we have disagreements every now and then, but we all care about each other, so.
Yeah, that matches up with what Harley Quinn tells me. Do you want to roll insight?
Sure. 3.
3.
I can have
Yeah,
Because you
Trick
advantage
get
sure
if you
did
want.
just like.
you get advantage because you're sharing a mind, right?
We can.
Yeah, also you can taste emotions now.
Yummy.
16.
Yay! Yeah, okay, so you get there's like this pang of longing from Trick, like it's like she has Harley Quinn, but clearly there's something about families and families that get along that she's jealous of.
I mean, I feel like it's not hard to guess. This plushie lives in a dumpster. Her home life is probably and relationship with her family is probably not the best.
Yep, that's the right conclusion.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Lexy doesn't know what to say about that, so she won't say anything.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I am noticing we are still glued together, so, quickly, think friendshipy thoughts.
Hmm.
Hey, you know, I shared something about me, maybe you could share something about you.
I mean, I feel like I also shared some stuff about myself.
Yeah, but I feel like none of it was, like, as much as, like, you know, as interesting as the fact that I'm related to Harley Quinn.
Well, it's not about how interesting it is it? Because, like, 90% of my life is publicly accessible anyway.
Wow, that's kind of terrifying to think about.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's just always been that way, so I don't really think about it.
Yes, that's fair enough, but you might get you might get that I'm kind of more on the down low, you know?
No, I thought you were living in the trash cans because you wanted to be famous.
Your main trick actually chuckles at that, like, oh yeah. So I just figured that one, you know, that one bit from that, like, I'm the garbage man, that's my wrestler.
I throw trash on the ground and then I start eating it.
Trick. Glob would say something about their self and solidarity if they had words.
Aww.
Sigh.
Actually, I think Trick looks over at Glob and says, "Well, since we were on the topic of family, hey Glob, do you have other like Globs you're related to?"
I think Glob stares at you for a good minute. Roll insight.
Can I roll insight as well?
Of course, of course.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah,
Woo!
7.
7. Well, Trick, you get nothing. You just get Glob's blank stare. Blank red-eyed stare. Lexy, the gears are clearly turning. Well, they don't have an endoskeleton, but the gears are clearly turning in that little head of theirs, and they are processing and they are thinking and they are pulling up something in the back of their mind. They're pulling up something in the back of their mind, and they're thinking, and you think that maybe they're just about to recall something, and then they just. And they shrug.
So much build up just for that.
Yeah.
Lexy will give it a pat.
So was that a no?
I think it doesn't know, but it wasn't strictly a no.
Glob nods.
Well, that's fun to imagine there's other Globs out there. It's like a species of trash monster.
I mean, they could have relatives that aren't exactly like them. Like, Harley Quinette isn't a 7-foot tall plush rabbit.
Good point, good point. And I mean, it would probably be weird if all the Globs had Razzie faces. Or at least I think that's supposed to be Razzie.
It
Robot
tilts its
there.
head. It doesn't know what its face is supposed to be. It just found it.
Hey buddy, are you aware that your face is the mascot upstairs but green?
Well, I think it's white. Like, Lexy, who's just been seeing a white smear, is like, It's an animatronic head? I mean, Razzie's original prototype design was white, so. Oh,
It's
that's
supposed to be
probably
white.
it.
It's just so covered in gunk, it kind of looks green to me.
It just shrugs again. It was white at one point.
Aw.
Anyway, but yeah, it's like a bear animatronic head, so I assumed Razzie, since there's also the little top hat.
That does sound like Razzie's prototype design. I mean, I wasn't around to see it, but the engineers have some photos.
Oh, are they like baby pictures?
I guess, yeah.
Glob,
Cute. Oh,
Although,
I bet you would enjoy seeing Harley Quinnette's baby pictures.
I mean, kind of a sailed ship at this point. Uh, this is the
Oh
most
yeah.
I've seen in months?
You want to go outside and look directly at the sun while you get the chance?
No.
Glob knows enough to know that is bad.
I'm surprised. That Glob knows that.
It saw the
But
sun
good for
once.
Glob. It saw the sun. I'm sorry, that just brings to mind like Glob seeing the sun once, staring at the sun, staring at the sun. Regret, regret.
Regret, just
Oh, the echo goes on forever on that one.
it
Wow.
really does. It really does.
Ooh.
It's a very long ack.
No, if we were going to look at something, I'd rather it be something nicer, but I don't know if we could even see anything like this. It's just I'm just getting color basically.
I think Glob
Yep.
puts its face up very close to yours.
Oh, yep, there you are, Glob. She pats it on the head.
I mean,
I mean, this is the common ground they have is liking the glob.
It's certainly the one common ground. It's just like handshakes, liking the Glob. Everything else I disagree on.
Not strictly everything else, but many other things.
At least they can also agree on not running people over.
they're driving together, quote unquote driving.
Yeah.
They should reminisce on that. Friendship.
Reminisce on what happened 15 minutes ago.
They were like pulling
Flashback
at straws.
to 15
I
minutes
mean,
ago.
I feel like we can just say they're not at each other's throats anymore, and that's enough for them to come separated.
You feel gooey.
You start feeling. Oh, hey, I think something's happening.
Yeah.
As
Hopefully, not more goo.
Glob is like nose to nose with you.
Would we get double stuck together? What would that even be like?
Probably agony beyond our comprehension.
Well, hopefully not that then.
But I think maybe this is an indicator that something good is happening. Like hey, we did a friendship. We talked and not mauled each other.
Hopefully.
I mean, it would be kind of hard to maul each other since we're in the same body, but you know what I mean.
I think Glob is picking you up and looking you over again because the gooey.
Agree.
Gooey.
Gooey.
Anyway, power of friendship. Let's tip it over the edge. Lexy. See, I
Yeah.
called you by your name and not just Wolf. Lexy, I think that you are tolerable.
Wow, this is such high praise. Trick, I think you are probably not the worst thing living. Probably not. Can I speak? Trick, I
Someone's
think.
trying to do go-karting.
Trick, I think you are probably not the worst thing living in our dumpsters.
I would like to interpret that interruption as like Lexy's struggling to get the words out.
What is the worst thing living in the dumpsters?
I mean,
Lexi.
cockroaches, rats,
Cockroaches,
That's true.
rats.
Rats.
flies.
Jeez, you
probably
flatter me.
I was thinking about that the other day. Glob has probably accidentally drowned a couple rats. Anyway,
Oh,
they don't mean to. I mean accidentally.
it's okay. I'm sure Trick has eaten a couple.
Man.
Protein.
Protein.
Wow. Incredible.
Incredible.
You two almost compliment each other, and Glob like hugs you close again, and kind of spins you.
Well, at least we have Glob here for encouragement. Here, I'll try and do one better. I think your hair is cool.
Thank you. I have no idea what you look like to give you
Thank you.
a similar compliment. Your teeth are very sharp.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I mean, I guess it's cool how you can smell emotions.
I guess. I mean, it's not like the coolest ability, but it is something I can do.
Goopier.
I I do think it's cool that you can play an instrument. I can't do that. My hands are too small.
I don't think that could like prevent you from playing an instrument. You just have to like they make smaller versions of various instruments. Like you couldn't play my drums, but that's cuz they're made bigger for me.
Right. Yeah. I did play the kazoo once. Or twice. I did play some instruments in my time, but yeah, the small ones. But I mean, the bigger ones are cooler.
Yeah. No arguments there. Drums are definitely cooler than kazoos.
I'm gonna roll Hammer's face and have Trick pull out a kazoo.
Pull it out of your mouth.
Mouth opens, hand goes in, kazoo comes out. And then just Trick plays the kazoo for a second. Why? Because it came into her mind.
Impulsive little rabbit.
Also, Chick is like 20% fluff, 80% impulse.
You forgot the 70% needles.
Yeah, oh yeah. Actually, here, let's adjust those. 20% impulse, 70% needle, 10% fluff. I think it is the math right.
Mhm.
Bluff. Trick can be 110% of something.
Yeah, I think like this is a good point to have them split apart.
And just Trick playing the kazoo, and then suddenly they split apart, and it just like makes like a weird like. As it's like suddenly the kazoo is so quickly just suspended in goop that becomes two tunes. It would be funny if Lexy is now the one with the kazoo.
Yes. She's like confused for a moment and then pulls out the kazoo and like kneels down holding it out like, alright, you can take your kazoo back.
Yeah, thank you. She can feel Trick grab it out of her hand.
A Glob spins around you two. Like,
Apparently it wasn't the power of friendship, it was just the power of kazoos we needed.
I don't exactly feel like putting that to the test.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. We're never doing that again.
Mm-hmm. Maybe keep your head out of Glob's mouth in the future.
Yep, lesson learned.
Alright. Thank you, Glob, for hanging out with us. And the driving, that was fun.
Yeah, the driving was fun. Does Glob have any kazoo sounds?
I don't think they do. They have a music box. Because of course they have the FNAF music box.
Of course.
Of course. I think they do pick you both up and give you hugs separately this time.
Aww.
Like Trick is trying to maintain distance from Lexy, like just like getting within proximity might make them re-glue. And I do think actually I want to say that Trick kind of like climbs onto like Glob's head and like gives it like a victorious like kazoo like.
Aww.
I am freed from my suffering.
Hey! What about that was
What's
suffering?
Okay, it wasn't that bad as suffering, but still. Listen, let me have this.
Glob pulls a paper towel roll from the trash and actually bonks Trick on the head this time. It is very gentle, but it is still.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this. Anyway, Lexy, if you see me around, pretend you didn't.
Well, I don't think that's going to be happening.
I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting about the. Anyway, if you hear me around, or smell me around, or otherwise sense me around, no, you didn't.
No promises.
Trick like makes like an unimpressed face, like after everything they've been through. They just can't have this one thing of being allowed to run rampant in the PartyPlex.
Nope. You know it. You know it's not just me who's noticed you around, right?
What? No, it has to just. You're the only one who's chased me.
That doesn't mean I'm the only one who's noticed you.
I mean, okay, yeah, the spiders saw me, but they don't care.
I'm pretty sure Archie's seen you too.
What? When? Oh, he has his shades on. I probably just didn't see that he saw me.
In Archie Golf. He keeps going on about how he saw some huge rat there. Like. And I don't think rats get as big as he thinks.
I think you shouldn't doubt Archie. I fought some large rats in my time. I've eaten some large rats in my time.
Well, in that case, maybe do hang around Archie Golf, and then you can fight the giant rat for supremacy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. And saying that, Trick hops down from Glob's head and starts heading towards the exit.
Roll
And if
perception
Archie...
or something.
What?
Roll perception.
Oh, okay. 23.
23. Okay, I wanted to do the comedy thing if you rolled high enough, so I'm gonna do that since you rolled over 20. I think like as you slide down like Glob's back. Okay, I'm imagining like the flat sea of trash and then like Glob mountain that you slide down.
Mm-hmm.
And where that mountain meets the trash, you hit something as you slide down.
Boy. What do I hit?
How do I word? That's how I word. Okay, like the ink of them has shaped like a fluffy tail. Like a doggy tail. Where the mountain meets the sea of trash.
Aww.
Just Trick running into a little bit of like inky fluff, and it's like, oh no, did I get more gunk on me? Oh wait. Oh, hey, Glob has a tail.
Glob has a tail?
Glob has a tail. It's like a little fluffy tail.
Glob twists itself around to look at where you're at their
Is this new?
Well, Glob seems confused about it, so it must be. Hey, question: is the tail at all like Lexy's or say Trick's?
Yes, actually. You can see some resemblance.
Did Glob copy
It's a little different, but yeah, you can see the resemblance.
Interesting. Yeah, I think Trick like looks from Glob's tail to her own tail, and then at Glob's tail again. It's like, I think Glob's copying us.
Huh.
I feel like Trick looks at Glob in confusion, like, what's that sound supposed to mean?
They blink back at you. They can't explain it.
I don't know why I asked. Lexi, what does that sound mean?
I don't know.
It'll have to be a mystery.
It's just another flavor of aghast. They poke their tail with the tentacle.
Lexy reaches out to pet Glob.
Glob, of course, nuzzles into it. They're still poking their tail, though.
I was wondering if their tail would start wagging when Lexy started petting them.
Oh, it definitely does. Oh, it definitely does.
I feel like Trick points to it and like looks over at Lexi excitedly. Realizes Lexi couldn't see. Looks back at the tail and then says, "It's wagging."
Aww. I'm sure it's very cute.
It does also, as Trick ran into it, so Trick can tell, it does also seem to be a bit more solid than, like, a lot of their ink regularly just drips off and goops off. This seems a bit more solid than the rest of their ink.
Interesting.
There is still, like, a plasticware fork sticking out of it, but or a spoon or something.
Actually, wouldn't it be funny if the sewing needle Glob took from Trick earlier is in it?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Trick points to the needle and says, "I hope that serves you well if you ever need it."
Glob wiggles a little, Happy wiggle. The tail wags.
Anyway, I should probably skedaddle, you know. I think I've had enough of the this dumpster in particular today. See ya.
I think Glob picks you both up in separate tentacles again and you know, carries you to the exit.
Aw.
Yeah, they dropped off at the exit. Trick gives Glob and I a parting pat. And like kind of gives like a muffled sort of like goodbye to Lexy. Or not muffled but mumbled, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is
yeah,
that
she just
the minions?
No, that's from Roblox.
Okay.
That sound is from Roblox.
I don't know Roblox, so.
Neither do I just needed a buy sound.
Mm-hmm. And Lexi's like, well, apparently we're gonna keep running into each other, so.
yeah, I mean, but I'm sure it won't happen a third time. I'll be stealthier.
Good luck with that.
You won't even know I'm here anymore.
Trick gets bonked with a paper
If
towel
we're
roll again.
lucky.
But we might have to confiscate that. Hey, why don't you bonk Lexy? She keeps bullying me. She's making me try to leave the PartyPlex. Bonker, bonker, bonker.
I think Glob just it bonks its forehead into you first. It bonks its head into you first, sort of like a pleading, no. You don't know.
Its forehead into Lexi or into Trick?
Into Lexy.
Mm-hmm. She pets it and she's like, I mean, I'm supposed to live here. Trick's not supposed to live here. The last
But you wouldn't
person.
want to get rid of one of Glob's friends, would you? And like Chick blinks pleadingly, realizes that's kind of unnecessary, but continues anyway.
I didn't know you were one of its friends when that started. And the last
But
couple
now you
people
do.
we've had in here that weren't supposed to be in here did some awful stuff.
Well, I'm a force of good and chaos, so
Chaos, I believe.
Glob is looking between you two. Glob is looking between you two. I think in its little mind, a compromise is it pulls out another paper towel roll and bonks you both at the same time.
like the spray bottle
Simultaneous.
when they start arguing.
Simultaneous bonk.
Bonk. Well, at least it's equality now. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, like I said, like 3 times already. Bye! And with that, she starts trotting up the stairs.
Yeah. Lexi will hang back a little to pet Glob, because she didn't get a chance to hang out with it like she meant to. And then she will head out.
I feel like it would be funny if, like, as Lexi is, like, exiting the, basement, if in the distance she can hear, like, Harley Quinn's jingling and maybe some of, like, Trick, like, talking. But it kind of sounds like they're heading away from her, so she doesn't get the full thing, but it was definitely Chick saying something about avoiding weird gunk.
Always a solid idea.
Good life advice.
Good night, avoid weird gunk.
Loading screen tip. Avoid touching weird gunk. have unexpected effects.
I think that would be hilarious to have us in the next advertisement in a game.
Just loading screen with a little razzy, or we still don't have a helpy type.
We don't have a helpy.
We don't have a helpy. Glob could be kind of a helpy, but I mean, like,
Probably just Razzie
helpy
for
kind
now.
of, yeah,
Just
Does
Razzie.
kind of look like.
razzy for now.
Mhm. Yay! I think that's the game then.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the game.
That was longer than expected.
It
Yeah.
was. And to be fair, we ran into like the how do Trick and Lexy get along.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to leave you guys with just Glob asleep for a while, but then I realized, wait a second, they're asleep.
Hey, it's fine.
It worked.
Let us say goodbye and end the recording, perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening. Thanks you guys for playing.
Yay.
Yay. See y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.